Yay! We are game. What's popping, guys?
Hey, everybody.
Awesome. So we're back with the live streams. You know, the Wumals are gone completely. We eliminated them. We're back with the live streams, you know.
They'll be coming, mate. They'll be coming. Don't worry.
That's all right. We are ready for them. Anyway, welcome, guys, to another live stream. It's been a long time coming. You know, I haven't heard this music for a long time, for almost 3 months now, this countdown music. So I'm super happy to hear it again. And today I have a very, very special guest, Louis, aka YGZ, live from Taiwan, day 14, 15 of his quarantine. So, Louis, do you want to introduce yourself to the audience for the ones that don't know you?
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, first of all, just thanks for having me on here, Zach. It's really cool to finally do a live stream with you. I've been watching your live streams for quite some time now, so it's good to be here, man. So anyway, yeah, my name's Louis, or usually most people just call me YangGuiZi. I have a channel here on YouTube. I used to live in China. I'm an ex-China expat, and I lived in China for roughly 7 years altogether. I used to make videos when I was living in China, and I had another channel quite a while back, and I made some rather controversial videos. Let's just say that a lot of Chinese nationalists, Wumaos, etc., didn't really appreciate the videos. So my old channel got deleted. But like maybe 1 month ago, I just started a new channel. So if you want, you can just look here, just type in my name and you'll find my channel. I'm making videos now out of Taiwan. I've just arrived into Taiwan literally 2 weeks ago. I'm quarantined in a hotel. Today is the final day. Literally in like 2 hours time, I can get the hell out of this hotel. And I'm going to start making videos about Taiwan and life in Taiwan. So Zach, over to you.
Awesome. All right, then. So right off the bat, you know, welcome to Asia again. You know, welcome back. So
Thank you.
today we are going to talk about the good and bad habits that we picked up living abroad. And before we jump into today's topic, obviously I want to say hello to the audience. I can see some familiar faces. China Bill, what's popping, ladies? I don't know if we have any ladies in the audience. If we do, reveal
Maybe there's
yourselves.
one here somewhere. No, not yet, not yet. That's maybe
Yeah.
in a few days.
Bro, yeah. So Han likes to poke fun at my in my videos because I always say that. Like I go
Yeah.
snowboarding and I'm like, okay, so let's go onto the mountain. So yeah. And it's like the most like bro thing to do ever in his mind. So yeah, there you go. Yeah. Again.
I say
All right.
in my videos, I say quite a lot. I'm like la 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 la, It's like, yeah, of course they know. Like, why do I keep saying
Yeah, nah. I know what you mean. Yeah, nah. The bro talk, exactly. Hashtag bros. And just dab on the haters. That's all you need to do. You don't need to worry about anything else. All right. So we did talk about this before we went live. Is the shills and getting these comments, but I want to answer it because I like to get everyone involved. I don't discriminate.
Yeah. Okay.
Try
Well, I'll let you deal with this question then. Is that okay?
Sure. So Justin says, "Yo, bro, chat again. Did Guelo really call Snaki's ex-wife a midget? Snaki's ex-wife, current wife. I think I read it somewhere. Really scummy stuff. Apparently, allegedly, who knows? It's not for me to judge. I don't want to get this into the live stream. Today, we are talking about ourselves because we love ourselves and we love our life abroad. So we want to talk about
shameless self-promotion. Shameless self-promotion.
Exactly. All right, Dr. Death.
Let me answer that anyway, mate, because
sure.
I do remember like watching a live stream with the snarky guy was involved, and he did mention that. I'm sure he did say something about there was an email calling his wife a midget, which is just completely out of order, and yeah, honestly, like, I don't know if it's true or not, but I know that some of these people can be a little bit petty with their comments, and they can say a lot of inappropriate things. So I think it is possible that he did say that, but again, there's no proof, so we don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, that's enough about Dildo 60.
Yes, please,
Dr. Death, a long-time subscriber, long-time viewer. Are you hoarding all of the snow? It's almost Christmas in MN. MN is Minnesota, right? MN. And we have no snow. I want to go skiing. Well, sorry, bro. We haven't got any new snow here either. So someone else is holding it. I don't know who. Maybe it's Snowboard Pro Camp or maybe David Jones. I don't know who's holding all the snow, but it would be nice to share a little bit. Yeah. Anyway, smack that subscribe button like you would smack a bag of rice. I stole this from Uncle Roger.
Uncle Roger? Who is Uncle Roger?
You don't know who Uncle Roger is? So no. It's Nigel NG, a Malaysian British guy living in London. Right. And he makes this like Uncle Roger kind of like videos, and he is like a stereotype of like Asian like uncles. Basically.
Is he popular? Is he quite popular?
Yeah, like super popular.
Oh, I'll check him out. Uncle Roger, yeah?
Yep. If you just type in Uncle Roger, it's gonna come up with an orange. The guy is wearing like an orange like shirt, orange polo shirt.
Okay, I'll check that one out then, mate. Cheers for that. Yeah.
Anyway,
so, do you want me to introduce what we're going to be doing in today's stream, or do you want to go?
Absolutely, you can introduce it.
What are we doing again?
I have no idea. Something about good and bad habits.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Well, we've both. Zach, sorry. How long have you lived in China for again, mate?
This is my 4th year now.
4 years. Okay. So Zach's quite a long-term expat.
Sexpat, sorry. Sexpat. Oh, wait. Sexpat. No. That's someone else.
No, dildo.
Oh, yeah, that's dildo.
Who was it who came up with that? Anyway, no, we're not talking about that. Let's continue.
Yeah. Sorry. I digress.
So yeah, we're talking about. I was in China for 7 years, and I'm now in Taiwan. Zach's been living in China for 4 years. So today's live stream, we're going to talk about the good habits that we picked up from living abroad and the bad habits. We're going to try and be fairly balanced. We're probably going to talk more about the bad habits, to be honest with you, because let's face it, that's more fun to talk about than the good habits, right? I mean, do you agree?
It gives more fun elements to the stream.
Yeah,
Like good habits is like, oh, you're such a good person, but then there's not much fun in it. So yeah.
Exactly. So we're probably going to cover bad more than good. That doesn't mean that we're negative people. It just means that we probably did.
It actually means that we can see our mistakes and our own bad habits, and we're willing to admit those.
That's true. That is true. So yeah, mate. Like, so shall we start with the good ones then, and get the boring shit out of the way? And then,
yeah, sure. So do you want to take the first one?
Yeah, sure. So one of the good habits that I picked up from living in China was saving money. Like like obviously when you live and work in China compared to the UK, things are so cheap. Like your rent, for example. When I was living in Dalian, in Dongbei province, not Dongbei province, in Liaoning province, in Dongbei, like the cost of living was so cheap compared to my hometown in the UK. The rent, I was literally paying like what was it, like 2,100 yuan per month to rent my apartment. And it was quite a decent modern apartment as well. But anyway, that's digressing a little bit. So yeah, like, that was really cheap compared to my salary, where I was pulling in like 25,000 a month, So like, that's a really small dent off of your salary. Like eating out, going to restaurants, even if you eat like the most expensive Western food, it's still really cheap, right?
Right.
So yeah, just like saving money is definitely one of the good habits that I picked up from living in mainland China. And not only because I'm not spending money, but I just learned a lot of good habits for saving money as well. Like, because Chinese people, they are very frugal people, they do like to save money. And when you're living like in a culture where the norm is to like save money, it kind of encourages you to do exactly the same and behave the same. So when I did get back to the UK, I was a little bit more frugal. I didn't spend as much as I usually would, because in the UK, you're kind of like just living day by day, aren't you? You just like, you get your money and it's all gone within like by the end of the month. Obviously, if you've got like a better job, you can pull in more cash, but you still usually spend more than you can make. That's from my experience anyway. What about you, Zach?
Yeah, so I agree with the money one, and we did talk about this. Like, it's a lot easier to save money here, so it becomes a good habit very quickly, I think. And like long term, that's a great thing, because if you really want to save up for something, like you want to take your money back to the UK and you want to buy a house or something, or if you want to invest it, you can actually like save a lot of money very quickly. And it is a really good habit, because if you think about it, if we do get another like wave of the coronavirus or any other virus, and you have this money stashed away, you are safe for some time. Like, you're not going to live day by day. So you can actually like keep up your normal lifestyle for much longer.
Right. Sorry, there was a comment here from someone. Can you pull that up? The last one to post. Robert,
I don't think you were earning enough in the UK. So I told you how much I made in the UK, and that was back in 2014, 15. So I was making £2,000 a month, but I had to spend at least 800 just on the rent, at least 150 on my car insurance, and at least another 150 on utilities. And I still haven't eaten anything. I haven't done any like entertainment or anything like that. And like student loan as well. You need to pay back the bank, the overdraft, for example, council tax, road tax, MOT for your car, which is once a year, but it can be very costly sometimes, especially if you need to repair something. So even £2,000 wasn't enough for me specifically. I'm not saying like, I would spend like money like an idiot. I wouldn't go into like, a Tiffany shop and buy like a Tiffany necklace for my girlfriend at a time for like £3,000 with an overdraft. I was living a normal lifestyle, much worse than what I have in China right now, but it was a normal lifestyle. But it was still like, day by day thing.
You're just swimming in bills. You've just got bills coming from all angles. Just cost of living is definitely much higher in the UK for sure. And like honestly speaking, like what Robert Hardy said, he's probably right. But like honestly, the last time I actually lived and worked in the UK was in like 2007. So. I guess I can't really speak for what I could be earning now compared to what I earned back then, if you see what I mean. But yeah, maybe he's right. Maybe I wasn't earning enough. I mean, if you do earn like shitloads of money in the UK, then fair enough. Like, you can have an amazing life there, but you're still spending a lot more.
Exactly, yeah. There is one comment that I would really like to pull up from Russell. He's watching on Facebook because I'm live streaming this on Facebook as well. Russell is a guy that I actually met in the casino that I was talking about earlier before we started the live stream. So he's a regular like poker player, and we became good friends, and we've been in touch ever since. So he is like, a really nice guy. So and that's actually my Hungarian name, just for you.
Yeah, sure. So nice.
So how you doing, Russell? Hope everything is okay back home. Hope the family is safe. Hope you're doing okay, and hopefully the casinos can open again. So,
like everything like that's closed at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah. So hopefully, can play some cards again. That would be nice.
So have you got another great habit that you learned?
Absolutely. So. I'm a very open and hospitable person. Like I like to take care of people regardless. But in China, I've learned that if you go to someone's house, it's a very good habit and it's a very good gesture to bring a gift. It doesn't need to be like a big gift, for example, like a cake every single time you go to someone's house. But it's a good gesture to bring like a bag of fruits or a watermelon or some oranges or some apples or something like that. So that's something that I've learned from my wife. Like she always tells me, like, you go to someone's house, take like, bag of apples, bag of oranges, something like that. So that's something that I've learned, So if you come to Jilin, you invite me to your house, you can bet your ass I'm going to give you some watermelons.
So like, is that literally every time you go around somebody's house? Like, let's say your mate calls you at 12 o'clock, and it's like 11 a.m. He wants you to come around for lunch. Are you gonna go and get some fruit then, or is it for more like a special occasion?
Yeah, I'll probably get like a couple of apples or something, just because it's a habit. Like it's like a morning routine. Like some people wake up, they need their smoke and their coffee. So that's their habit. My habit is to take fruit when I go to someone's place.
It's a bit fruity, mate. It's a bit fruity.
Bit fruity, yeah. Bit fruity, isn't it? All right, then. Let's have a look at a couple more questions. Dr. Death, do you see many foreign retirees living off their savings for cheaper there?
You can take that one if you want, mate.
So personally, I don't see many foreigners doing that in Jilin because it's a very remote area in China. Like it's not a very popular one. But I'm guessing the south, like the more you go to the south, the more you will see that. Like closer to like Vietnam, Thailand, those places, you will definitely see that happening more often, I think.
Right. Yeah, I was going to say exactly the same thing. China's not quite like Thailand, Vietnam, simply because, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the visa is a little bit more difficult to get for somebody in that position for China, like a retiree. Like, you know, unless you're married to a Chinese woman, of course, and then you can get the spouse visa. But it's very difficult to just go and live there and not actually work, as far as I know. But correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that is true. So if you're over 60, it's very unlikely that you're going to get a work visa in China. So your only option is basically getting, you know, the marriage visa, basically. So
Yeah,
that's really your only option, unless you get like a business visa. But then, you know, if you're retired, why do you want to do business? You just want to live off your savings and your retirement fund, basically. So yeah, marriage visa is basically the only option if you're over 60 and if you're retired. So,
So best option, find a Chinese wife.
Yeah, mail order that bride.
Are you talking about somebody there?
Shots fired. No white flag.
Okay, so let me jump in quickly with another good habit then.
Sure.
Oh, and yeah, I just want to say, like, I agree with your fruit one, but personally, I never really did that, and I kind of got away with it as well because, you know, you're kind of like the foreigner, so you know it is good to adopt certain habits from living in China, but you don't necessarily have to follow them. So for me, it wasn't because I didn't want to bring the fruit round. It was just because, like, I just couldn't be bothered, like, going to buy fruit.
Right.
So yeah, my next one is when you're sick and you go to work or anywhere, you go shopping, wear a face covering. That's very common in China, and it's transferred very well to my everyday life when I was back home in the UK during the pandemic. It was very easy for me to, you know, like, adapt to having to wear a mask everywhere because I was so used to doing it in China. So I see that as a good habit, and it's you know, it's a very, like, selfless habit as well. You don't want other people to get sick, so you put on a mask. When I first went to China, I was like, man, why are they always wearing these masks? It just looks so stupid. Like, you know, like, why? Like, I'm not sick. I thought that they were wearing a mask because they were afraid that I would make them sick or something like that. But it took me a while to realize that they were actually wearing them because because they were sick and they didn't want, you know, anybody else to get sick. Hold on.
Right.
We just got a comment there. Can you pull that one up? Who is this? Let me see.
Jay, this one?
Foreigner talking about China. Yeah,
man, we talk about China. We're living the China life. Well, you're living in Taiwan, but Taiwan is China.
Yeah, but I don't get it. Is that even a question?
It's a question with a question mark, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I quickly want to answer. Russell, all good. Thanks, mate. Hope you're okay. Yeah, man, everything is cool here. I don't know if you watched, you know, my latest videos. I didn't really post it on Facebook, but if you jump over to my YouTube, you can see, like, you know, everything is back to normal here. So we are pretty cool. So yeah.
Yeah. So how about you, Zach? With the whole mask thing, is that, like, you feel like that's a good habit that you got from living in China, or was that already something you knew about?
Absolutely. Like, even when we were in the UK back in, like, January, February, and, like, the first week of March, I was already wearing a mask. Like, we would go around Europe and we would be wearing a mask all the time. It's just the way it was. Like, you know, I was already used to it in China, like, especially when, like, the pollution comes through from the desert, because we're actually, like, in the way of the desert where the wind is blowing.
Really? Yeah.
So, like, you know, sometimes we get, like, really, really bad days, and, like, the air quality index, it goes up to, like, 500, and you can't see for, like, 200 meters ahead. So, like, you really need to wear a mask. So I was really used to it, and I would see it when people get sick as well. They would wear a mask just so they don't pass it on to others.
Yeah. So you're really used to that now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the whole world is used to wearing like face coverings. So yeah.
Yeah, but then you get the people like saying that, oh, masks are killing people, and like, you know, it's just a conspiracy theory and all that sort of stuff. It's just
stop wearing that face nappy. You got a face diaper.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, like seriously, like just look at Japan, for example, or South Korea. Somebody just commented this. South Korea also has bad air quality smog because of the winds from the Gobi Desert. Yeah, exactly. We get the same thing from the same desert. So, you know, South Koreans get the same thing. Japanese people, they get smog and like bad like air quality as well. So yeah. But then the rest of the world is just dumb as fuck.
Well, kind of. It's just different, man. It's just different. You know, people aren't used to it, so they do kind of see it as having their freedom taken away. But whenever somebody like says to me, oh, I don't want to wear a mask, I'll just say to them, well, hey, do you wear a seatbelt when you're driving? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, well, how about you just wear a mask right now because it's safe? It's the sensible thing to do, you know? What are you like driving your car, you take your seatbelt off and you're like, oh man, I'm free, I don't have to wear this seatbelt. Like, you know what I mean? That's my little analogy of the day. YangGuiZi's analogy of the day.
All right, here's the next one for you. All right, so people are having a go at me for saying, you know, Taiwan is China. Okay, I know it's not really, but it's kind of. It's sort of China. Okay, I know it's a sensitive thing. Okay, so Han gets it. He gets it, sort of. Taiwan is not China, bro.
Yeah. I mean, guys, if you want to go and check out a video that I made about Nathan Rich, where he said Taiwan is not a country, you can go and see my rebuttal to his video, and you can see that I agree with that Taiwan is not China. So yeah, go and check that out when you've got time.
So Han says the air quality used to be like that when I was a kid in Jilin. So he is actually a Jilin kid, and that's one of the reasons why he is subscribed to my channel, because, you know, I live in Jilin in the city, so I show a lot of stuff about Jilin, and, you know, I think it brings back some memories for him as well. And it's always good to see your own like hometown and like your own country on video when people talk about it. So thanks for that, man. I really appreciate your subscription.
I've been to Jilin before as well, when I was living in Dalian. It's not too far away from Dalian, so I went up to that area. I went to Changchun, Jilin, some other places I can't remember. But yeah, it's not such a bad place. It's not too bad. It's pleasant. It's nice to live. It has the weather in the summer can be a little bit too hot, and in the winter it's freezing. But yeah, it's not too bad.
Oh, I'll tell you what, mate. I'll tell you what's the weather right now.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll tell you what the weather is here, and you'll be like, damn, I hate you.
All right, let me Google this, because I'm actually using my normal phone for the camera. Jilin weather right now. Okay, so -18 in Celsius.
Yay! I'm just gonna check. Let me just check the weather here. Hold on.
-18, dude. Like today was one of the coldest days. I think.
So you're -18. Here we are 18.
Nice.
Damn, son.
Well, I wouldn't change it, okay? Because if it's +18 here, that means no snow. So, yeah.
Yeah. I bet you're gutted though. Like, when are you going back to the resort, actually, mate? That's what I was gonna ask you.
On Thursday, I'm taking my public school class, the middle school class, for skiing for the day. Cool. It's like a field trip kind of thing. So I'm taking actually 2 classes. I take my own class, and I will take another teacher's class because they really wanted to go skiing. So I'll be looking after 85 kids.
Nice.
With 3 other teachers, but like I had to organize everything for that one. So.
Do you have weekends off generally then?
Yep, every Saturday, every Sunday, completely
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. My new job is the same as well. I just Monday to Friday, weekends off. So I'm really excited because when I was living in China before, I used to like work weekends quite a lot of the time. And it's really annoying because all of your other mates who work in different sort of jobs, you know, they're always going out at the weekend and having an amazing time. And yeah, you know, it's kind of annoying. Yeah. So somebody wrote Jilin. Yeah. Okay.
Yep, absolutely, Jilen. So Han said, YouTube recommended your channel to me. I'm glad that YouTube is finally like, well, not finally, because you've been a long time subscriber for months now. But I feel like my channel is going
like a ski slope.
Yeah, it's like, it's basically a black diamond run right now. It's going down like super fast. But I changed my niche on my channel, so that's the reason for it.
Well, that's expected to happen if you're going to change niche, like expect, but you'll get like new ones coming in who are interested in snowboarding. So
yeah, you know. Like we talked about this in our little like WeChat group, that basically like I'm losing the subscribers that would be here for just the China content, but then I would be getting the snowboarding one. I would get those subscribers back that are here for the snowboarding. So it's really like up and down, up and down, up and down. So my subscribers are like, rotating basically.
Yeah, it's all good though, man. It's all good. Yeah. Like my channel, like my original channel, I think it was probably about 20 subscribers off of being 1,000, but like quite a lot of those subs were there because like, I'd had the channel for like 8 years or something. And I used to make like different types of videos and it was all over the place. Like I didn't really have my niche. It was just a video about whatever I felt like. So like now I'm coming up to like 100 subs. And it's all people that are interested in the niche. So yeah. So whoa, dude, who have we got there? Check that out. The last comment.
Is this the real Guelo? I feel like it's somebody just trolling.
Yeah, it probably is. It probably is. But anyway, if I'm going to answer, because if it is the real Guelo, I doubt it is though. I doubt he would bother coming on. I mean, if he wants to chat, he can send me a private message and I'll tell him exactly why I'm making videos about him. And that's my answer.
I tell you what. I tell you what. I do honestly. I don't know, Kirk. If it's you, I don't know. Like, if you have time, I can. I post a link in. Post the link into the thing. So here is the StreamYard link. If you just come into the lobby, I won't put you on the stream. But if it's really you, jump on. I'm just so excited.
No, it's not him, man. He wouldn't be writing stuff like that, to be honest with you. Everybody, anyway, like whatever. Like let's not let this guy interrupt our stream because it's probably not him. But the reason why I make videos about him is not to attack him as a person. I couldn't care less about who he is or what he does. But what I do care is that he comes online, makes videos, and he constantly bashes Western countries and he props up the Chinese Communist Party, and he's constantly doing that. And I just like have, let's just say it's a difference of opinion with him, and I want to express that. And every time that I've attempted to post a comment on his videos, then it's never gone anywhere. So I make videos so he can see that, and he can also see the people that disagree with him. It's never anything too personal. There may be a few little jokes in there every now and again, but he's made videos attacking other YouTubers. So I don't see what the problem is.
I really wish I could really like check this. Like, I don't know, man.
Zach.
If somebody is trolling right now, you're doing a really good job. Because you got me on the fence with this one. You got me on the fence with this one.
through bashing? Well, yeah, mate. Like you bash other YouTubers as well. You've done it. We all do it. This is what YouTube is about. It's about bashing other people.
Okay. Here is the thing. So, Guelo, if it's really you, I'm gonna send you a friend invitation on WeChat right now.
Yeah, mate, you've never done anything to either of us. Fair enough, but like, what did Serpent ZA do to you? What did LaY86 do to you? You know, why did you make videos about them? Simple, really. Yeah, Gustav Gans there said, your channel can only grow if you're bashing Western countries. It's so bad. Yeah, that's it, man. Like, really, like, it seems like all of these guys who bash the West and prop up the CCP, they seem to get all of the views. So I don't even know why anybody would be so upset about a small channel without even 100 subs, where each of his videos gets about 400 views. Why someone would even be concerned about that. Yeah, anyway.
Dude, I'm just sorry. Like, if you're trolling under Guelo60's name, you're doing a great job, because you literally got me on the fence. Like, you got me so confused, man.
Yeah. He hit my wife's country with extreme prejudice. Okay.
So sorry. Let me cut into this one. Let me explain my reasoning. So, the reason why I wouldn't say I dislike him or wish anything bad for him is, I don't know, like, you know, the message that he sends out, it's just a bit too extreme to my liking. Like, I'm not saying that everything that he says is wrong, but there are things that I just don't really understand why it needs to be said. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, you know, I am all for making peace. So hey, look, if it's Kirk, if it's really you, you know, add me on WeChat. Seriously. I think all of the guys that you talk to, I have some of them on WeChat. For example, the Barretts. I have other people as well. You can ask in a group chat as well. I'm sure that they will forward my WeChat to you, so you can add me. Then I will accept your friend request immediately. But I do have a feeling somebody is just trolling us.
Mate, but whatever. There's some guy. Some guys posted a comment. I just want to respond. Is that cool?
Sure, man. Absolutely.
Where is it? Somebody said. Let me see. I can't find it now. It's disappeared for some reason. Oh yeah, it says it's this Anthony Roche or whatever you say. It says those two guys are always bashing China. Who does he mean? Does he mean like Zach and I, or does he mean Serpent ZA and LaY86? Because I don't bash China. I actually really like China, and I love the Chinese people. And I had a great time when I was living in China. My beef is not with China at all. So I don't get it why people would say I'm bashing China, because I've got a lot of good things to say about China, and I have a lot of Chinese friends. So yeah. Anyway, Zach, you're freaked out now. You're proper freaked out, aren't you, by that?
Mate, I don't know. It just like, you know, I've been, I don't know. I'm just shocked. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Here is one thing that kind of gives it away, that this might be. I think I know who this is, and yeah. we both know this guy. He is in our group chat as well. I think I know who this is.
Yeah? Somebody in our group chat?
Yeah. An American guy.
Oh, you think it's him? You think he's
Yeah.
fucking around?
Yeah, it's him. It's definitely him. I don't want to blow his cover, but I know who it is, I think. God damn it. But because of this Jack B.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
I'm going to send him a message right now.
It
Yeah.
is definitely him.
Anyway, mate, shall we get back on track with what the hell we were talking about originally before that whole fiasco just ruined the whole live stream? And it just, yeah. I mean, honestly, Guelo60 would never come on here. Like, he would definitely not do that. It's not his style, man. Like, honestly, I do not think that he would bother to do that. So, yeah. Anyway, so anyway, let's. He's talking again. Jesus Christ, it is weird, man. Put him on mute. Get him out of here.
If it's really him, and if oh, for fuck's sakes, honestly, if you're trolling, you're a son of a bitch.
So anyway, one of the things, a good habit that I learned from China, you could maybe see this as a bad habit as well, but just like not being overly polite, like not being too polite about almost everything. Like, you know, when you're in the UK and like you're constantly saying thank you and please to almost everybody, and the kind of like it kind of loses all meaning when you just overly use it like that, you know? Like, and in China, they kind of don't do that, and they kind of say please and thank you when they really mean it, you know? Like, but in the UK, I'm constantly like, oh, is that all right? Are you okay? Oh, please, thank you. It just comes across as a little false sometimes. I don't know if that's something that you agree with or not.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
Kind of.
You're still thinking about Guelo. Stop thinking about Guelo.
God damn it. Anyway, there you go. Let's jump onto the bad habits.
Okay. Do you want to fire away?
Okay, it's definitely not him. Okay, I'll give up. I give up. Fuck's sakes.
Yes, mate, it's not.
I know who you are. You're a son of a bitch. God damn it. Jesus Christ. Anyway, that was a question for us.
Exactly. Somebody said, who cares about Guelo? And that's a good point. Who cares? I guess.
All right. Why do so many Chinese people keep migrating to the West then? Good question. Is it really that many people migrating to the West?
Why do so many Chinese people migrate to the West? That's another topic, I think. I don't think that really has much to do with good and bad habits, but yeah, I guess like a lot of Chinese people migrate to the West because it's just a different way of life in the West, and you know, they can have a little bit more freedom, I guess, in some respects. You know, they can maybe get a better job in the West. There's lots of reasons. There are lots of reasons, man.
Yeah,
I don't know. Anyway, mate, come on. We need to get back on this. Yeah, exactly. Han Chung Yu, we need to stick to the topic.
Let's stick to the topics. Okay, there you go. Bad habits. Drinking and smoking in China is a very bad habit that many people pick up. And I'm not saying this because Guelo60 is in our chat right now, that drinking is like, you know, something that everybody picks up. But a lot of people start drinking and smoking because it's a lot cheaper to do so in China. Like a pack of cigarettes, you can get it under 10 yuan. That's like £1.20 in British monies. So that's super cheap. In England, pack of cigarettes, at least £10 for a pack of 20. At least £10.
Right. And like cigarettes in China are kind of like used as a currency, you know, like wherever you go, if you go to a wedding or a party, somebody's birthday, no matter what, there will always be somebody there giving out packs of cigarettes. You know, it's basically like a currency, and there's all like I'm not like exaggerating here, but pretty much every Chinese guy that I've ever met smokes. It's really rare if a guy doesn't smoke in China. Maybe that is like a bit of an exaggeration, and maybe there are a lot who don't smoke. But I did like, you know, generally, like if you see like guys in China, they're always smoking. And whenever you go to a bar or a restaurant, they'll always, if you go with your Chinese friend, he'll always offer you cigarettes because, you know, it's like kind of a polite thing to do. And I used to smoke, and when I was in China, like I smoked way more because like guys were just constantly giving me cigarettes constantly. Like, you know, you can't avoid it. And like you just like smoke, and yeah, they're so cheap. Like, what is it? What's that brand? It's called Zhongnan Hai. Zhongnan Hai is like, Jesus, it really is like maybe 10 yuan for a packet of Zhongnan Hai, which is like £1.20. And that is just like ridiculous considering in the UK, a pack of cigarettes, the cheapest one would be like £8. So yeah. Anyway, gosh, is Guelo still posting here, is he?
Okay, so we were talking about Chiang Bai-shan.
Chiang Bai-shan, yeah. I was talking about Zhongnan Hai.
Zhongnan Hai as well, yeah. This one as well. This is something that I used to smoke, Baisha. This one is kind of okay. This is pretty cheap though. This is like 11 yuan or 12. I'm not sure. This is pretty cheap. But like Chiang Bai-shan, I used to, yeah. I used to for a long time, especially when I was working in like the casino and everything.
Yeah.
Come on. This may be your last chance to talk to me one-on-one. Kirk, I told you, if it's really you, add me on WeChat. If it's not you, we're finito. Chiang Bai-shan is the best smokes, hands down.
Yeah, I want to say something to Guelo. Gwen Kai. Okay, cool. Move on.
So rude. All right, Chiang Bai-shan is best smokes, hands down, in the world. I tried it a couple of times when I was smoking. They were okay, but I really prefer the very thin ones. It's like a light blue color. What's it called? Nanjing.
Oh, Nanjing. Are they the ones with the sweet filter tip?
Yeah, with the sweet filter tips. I like that one. That was good.
Yeah.
When I was smoking.
I gave up years ago, mate. Like, but when I was in China back in the early days, man, I was like smoking them Zhongnan Hais like there was no tomorrow, man. Like literally like a pack of 20 every day, man, because they're just so goddamn cheap. It's ridiculous. If you want to quit smoking, do not go to China. Do not go.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back.
What's up, mate?
My screen just went full black for like, I don't know. You might have seen my face like, you know, going really dark, then coming back, because my screen went like full black for some time.
Yeah.
So, anyway, let's have a look. Chiang Bai-shan are better than Dunhills you can get in the West. Second best smoke, in my opinion. Kind of. Like they are good, but I think it's just a personal preference.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, oh, there are some Chinese comments.
Okay, let's see. 教别人滚，你为什么不能滚回你的国家呢? Well, whatever, man. I can tell him to 滚 because he doesn't understand it. If he learned some Chinese and learned how to understand 滚, then maybe he could respond. Yeah.
Right. Okay, moving on. You know, I tried to put this behind me. I got so emotional, man. Come on.
Yeah, right. Robert Hardy, he should gwen, really. He really should gwen. And the person who writes the comment should gwen too. Sorry, mate. They've got me going now. Like, sorry, man. I'm trying to.
You got into this one. I got into the Guelo thing.
Yeah.
They really know how to get to us. They really know how to upset us.
I don't know, man. It honestly, like, it doesn't really upset me. It's just funny. Like I've said before many times, like, if you put yourself on YouTube in the public realm of YouTube, expect some criticism to come your way. You know, you're going to get criticized. Not everybody is going to agree with you. So just deal with it. Yeah. We have to deal with it as well. People criticize us all the freaking time. Okay. That's just part of making videos about the sensitive topic of China, especially on a Western platform. You're going to get criticized. End of.
Hashtag end of.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Another bad habit: cutting lines in China. That's something that I'm guilty of because of snowboarding. Like going up on the lift, like first lift in the morning. I think some people would actually kill each other just to get on the first lift because they're really pushy. Like if you want to get the first lift, like you want to get the best snow of the day, like the first run of the day, you need to get up very early and you need to be there and you need to push people out of your way.
Right, exactly, mate. And did you, when you went back to the UK, did you ever like attempt to cut in line and have to deal with the repercussions of that? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Another thing about sorry, just going back to the beginning of this, like this was something that I picked up not long ago, by the way, and I only just realized that I picked this bad habit up. So I think it's something that I can, try to fix and hopefully, like, lose this bad habit. But like line cutting is one, it's very rude. Two, like if you cut off the wrong people, like you can actually get in a lot of trouble. Like they will actually start a fight with you over it.
Yeah, you're going to get beat up if you cut in line.
So that's something that I picked up in China. Like in the UK, I would be like, opening the door to everyone. I would be like, oh, go first. You can go first, whatever, ladies first, for example. But even in China, like, sometimes I lose my manners and I just, cut in front of like girls. Then like 10 seconds later, like I would feel like, super bad. Like, wow, I'm such a fucking dick.
In China, it's because of the population. It's like a dog-eat-dog world, survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest, and you've just got to go. You just got to go for it in China. Like you do kind of lose. You do kind of lose your sort of like etiquette, I guess. Like I don't want to be like too critical though, because obviously they do have like a huge population, and sometimes when there is like a large population, you can't really like just be nice to everybody because it just wouldn't get you anywhere. So yeah, that's my take on it.
Yeah.
Anyway, can I throw in another one?
Sure, absolutely. Please do.
Yeah, you sure? Yeah. Or were you going to say something there, or?
Just want to quickly answer Hans' question here. Question for Z. My friend finds it hard to find quality food he's used to since my hometown is small. Do you find it difficult? Honestly, if you can wait a couple of days to get food delivered, I can highly recommend, Taobao, Tmall, all of these places to get things because they usually deliver it from the south, like Shanghai, Beijing, even further down south. And it only takes a couple of days to get quality things. For example, like in a Jilin supermarket, you can't find duck. And, for Christmas, I want to bake a duck, like a roasted duck. And I had to order it on Taobao, and they delivered it in a day and a half. It was nicely packaged, it was still frozen by the time I got it. So, I think it's easier to get good quality food online, but you definitely need to like shop around and go with like trusted sellers. So, shopping in person is going out of style. Even in like small cities like Jilin, it's going out of style, I think. Like I'm going to the supermarket less now. that I used to, like, I don't know, like 2 years ago, for example.
Yeah, yeah. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. We got a message. Can you put up the message from Alex Lee?
Alex Lee.
Yeah.
Gosh, looks like I missed your VIP guest.
Yeah. Do you know Alex?
Yeah, he used to be on my Patreon.
Yeah, yeah. Alex is a cool guy. He comments on most of my videos, and he's always got some good input. And he's always been very, very supportive of the channel. So yeah, he's a good guy, man. I just wanted to say, hey, Alex, how's it going? Thanks for joining in. Gosh, is that really Guelo?
Now you got into that thing.
Yeah,
yeah.
If it's not him, then it's somebody else.
Anthony, Zach, Kirk would not cause problems while you are chatting, as I know him well. Anthony, you add me on WeChat. You send Guelo's card to me, and I will add him. Then I will talk to him one-on-one. Jesus. All right, Han is getting upset. I'm sorry, dude. We are moving on. We're moving on. But yeah, back to Alex. Alex Lee, I actually have him on my WeChat, but we haven't talked for some time. So after the live stream, drop me a message, dude. It would be nice to catch up, you know, and have a nice like chit chat, you know. We were talking about skiing and things like that. So yeah, it would be nice to catch up a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool, man. Alex is a good guy.
Absolutely.
Everybody knows Alex. So, and also Jackie in the middle has just joined. The main
What's
man.
happening, Geezer? All right, Geezer.
The Geezer is here.
Geezer. The main Geezer. Sorry, he is the diamond Geezer.
Yeah, maybe he can join.
And he's gonna, you know, spill the truth. All right, Geezer. So yeah, Jackie is the diamond Geezer. I am the posh Geezer. Which Geezer are you, Lewis?
The Geezer, mate. Just the proper Geezer.
Just the proper Geezer.
Like, you know, simple, plain and simple Geezer doesn't need any sort of like special Geezer title. I'm just like a Geezer, you know. Like that's me, mate. When I speak to Jackie privately, like my voice like changes to proper Cockney style. Like I don't know why. Like it's really interesting. Like for some reason he just brings out the sort of like Cockney Geezer in me for some reason. I go all like proper like Del Boy, you know what I mean? It's really funny, mate.
Also to see you guys. Yeah, I mean, I think we should do like a proper like big group like live stream, like, you know, all of the guys up, like get Jackie on, get Bill, get Simon, get Mikey up as well, you know, get all the guys up, you know. It would be nice to have like a big stream up.
Yeah, mate.
There you go. Rodney, you plonker.
Rodney, you plonker. I used to love Only Fools and Horses. It was good. So yeah, that guy who's pretending to be Guelo 60 is not Guelo 60, but it is somebody else, mate. Like for sure.
I know who it is. I know who it is.
Yeah,
son of a bitch.
Yeah. So anyway, I wanted to tell one more story about a bad habit that I picked up in China. And then I think, honestly, mate, like I think we should call it quits in a bit because this live stream is getting too freaky for me. Like,
yeah, it feels like, you know, somebody is standing behind me and watching me.
Yeah. It is very bizarre. But yeah, I'll tell like one more story and then maybe we'll talk about a few more things. Then we can sort of call it quits, I think. You know. So yeah. No, it's not. It's not. I'll tell you who it is when we're finished. I know exactly who it is, and I'm not impressed. So we'll talk about that in a bit. So yeah. Right. So anyway, what is he on about, man? Right. So one of the things that I picked up as a bad habit from living in China for so many years is talking way too slowly. Also, can you put him on block, the guy who's pretending to be Guelo 60, mate? Can we do that? Put him on block. He's too much of a distraction. How do we do that?
It, mate.
I've just blocked him. Like, screw that guy, man. Like, you know, he's being a bit weird. So, yeah, like I talk too slowly, and that's because like of being like teaching English as a second language for so many years. Like, you have to really like grade your language. You have to grade your language with your students, and then unfortunately, you know, like when you're like speaking to your friends and family back home on webcam or whatever, you start sounding like a complete idiot because you're so used to grading your language and speaking so slowly. A funny story is like when I like went back home to the UK after being in China for several years, I got into a taxi. This was like at the airport in London, and I told the taxi driver like where I was going, but I must have like spoke to him like he was like a 3-year-old child, because he turned around and he said to me, "Mate, are you a bit thick or something? Are you stupid? Are you a bit daft?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "You're just speaking like you know you've got some problem. You're like speaking really slowly and really simple." And I was like, no. I was just like in China for too long, man. You know, that was like really funny, and it was just really funny how the taxi driver actually said that to me as well. Because what if I did have some sort of problem? You know,
Right.
That would have been really offensive.
Also, just to pick out a little thing, that's my autism and my OCD kicking in when you said stupid. Like this morning, I was watching a video about Top Gear or the Grand Tour with Jeremy Clarkson, you know, James May, Richard Hammond, and like I specifically remember when Jeremy Clarkson was saying the word stupid, like that like very like posh kind of accent. Like, isn't that a bit stupid, mate? It's just my random like, you know, autism kicking in for that one. But yeah. Anyway, I definitely agree that sometimes like I slow down and it feels like I have autism or like some sort of like, you know, speaking difficulty. My parents noticed it as well. Even when I speak Hungarian, they would be like, you know, why are you talking so slow?
Right. Oh yeah, I forgot you talk Hungarian, man. That's pretty cool.
Of course, man. I speak many languages. I'm a world traveler.
Multilingual.
Yeah, I'm a bit of everything.
So you speak Hungarian, English, Chinese.
Chinese is just mama hoo, you know, just so. I can speak German a little bit, Italian a little bit.
Cool.
So, yeah,
that's cool.
A bit of everything, you know. It's
yeah. Cool, mate.
Isn't that a bit stupid, mate?
Yeah.
I love like everything that those three do, like Jeremy Clarkson, James May, Richard Hammond. I love everything that comes with the Grand Tour and the old Top Gear. That was such a good show. I love it. I grew up watching those guys. And one of the reasons why I love cars so much because of those guys.
Yeah. I mean, I never really got into it myself, mate. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a cool show, and it's been is it still like running today? Like it's been on for years, man. Like
so Top Gear is a different like cast now. The Grand Tour is finished. Like they're only doing specials now. So
cool.
Yeah, that's that. Anyway, should we do another bad habit?
Yeah, sure, mate. If you've got one, if you want to like chime in there a little bit, if you can think of one.
Driving and being aggressive when you are driving in China.
Right.
Like, I think I told you before the live stream that I used to work for Jaguar and Land Rover in the UK, and we would go around, you know, racetracks and present cars and take people around on racetracks with like very fast cars. Anyway, I digress. So basically, like I was a very polite and very like you know, good driver. I still am. Yeah, cautious as well. But like ever since I moved to China, like that caution and that care is basically gone, and I'm like very aggressive. And like when I went back to the UK to drive there, like I would be like blasting my horns and be very aggressive and cut people off all the time. So yeah, like that's definitely a bad habit, because like we said earlier, there are so many so many people here that it's very hard to avoid, and so many people bunch up together, so you can't really avoid that.
Yeah, just too much congestion, man, in the roads. Like, they need to do what London did with. I don't know if any city in China has that congestion charge like London does, but yeah, they could do with that in some of the city centers in China, just to sort of get rid of some of the traffic. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like when I was living in China, I really just like used the subway all the time, like especially during rush hour, because if you take a taxi or whatever, if you try to go by public transport on the roads, you're not going to get very far, man. Really.
Yeah. Z, you got a Tesla. You don't have to drive by yourself anymore. That's true. I can just turn on the autopilot. Yeah, Tesla's cool, man. Like in my last video, the wedding video, I was showing a little bit of the Tesla. But yeah, I love it. Having a Tesla is so good. Like it's convenient as well, believe it or not. But having an electric car is pretty convenient because you don't need to go to the petrol station all the time, and I think that's a convenience actually. So yeah.
That's cool.
Cursing Chinese as foreigner is cool. It's not cool to curse. Come on, Bill. That's not cool, for fuck's sakes. I don't go around drinking beer while I ride my electric bike, though. You should do it. No, we don't endorse drunk driving here. Don't drink and drive. So yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Does Jackie have a car, or does he just have the electric bike?
Yeah, Jackie has a car, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does, or his wife.
Okay. Yeah,
but they definitely do have a car.
I've
Either together or he has a car.
I've seen his videos where he's on his electric bike. I don't think I saw when he was. He just said yes, he does. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Cool. What does he drive?
What do you drive, Jackie?
Apart from like driving everybody crazy with saying geezer and smashing
right
all the time.
Oh, he's got a Link. Those are good cars. I like those. I was looking at those before I bought my way. They're okay. Pretty similar price range. So
yeah. Okay. I think, shall we do another bad habit then? Or
if you have one, absolutely.
Yeah. One of the bad habits that I had in China, which I really regret when I think about it, is generally only hanging out with other expats, and not really hanging out with Chinese people so much. I kind of do regret doing that because I feel like I could have improved my Chinese by no end and learned a lot more about the country that I was living in. But instead, like, I generally hung out with like expats, and I didn't really, I mean, obviously I have Chinese friends and I did meet some, but I kind of regret not sort of like putting myself out there a little bit more and trying to make more Chinese friends. And that was a bad habit for me,
Yeah, that's something that I'm guilty of as well. Especially at the beginning, like the first year and a half, 2 years, I would hang out with other foreigners all the time, and not as many Chinese people as I would like to. So
your buddy there, Han Chung Yu, said it's the same for Chinese too, and he's absolutely bang on there, because if you go to any other country, in any major city, there will always be a Chinatown where the Chinese just literally just hang out with other Chinese people and don't really branch out. And, some of them can barely speak the language. of the country that they're in, because they literally just hang out with Chinese people only. So yeah, it's just not a It's just not a problem for foreigners living in China. You know, it's also Chinese people are guilty of this too. So yeah, he's bang on.
Absolutely, yeah. So yeah, but you know, now I hang out with Chinese people more now. Like I do have a lot of friends, like for snowboarding, like you know, just to hang out with people as well.
But do
So,
you have Chinese friends who can't speak English?
yes,
Yeah.
a lot actually. Like
Yeah.
about 80% of them can't speak
Okay.
any English. So
That's good then. That's good, because that's very good for your Chinese.
yeah, like I'm really forced to like listen to them, because like some of them, like they come from like different like regions of China. Like for example, there's a girl from Shanghai and she speaks like weird like Mandarin, and I'm like, sorry, Ting Budong, like repeat what you just said in actual Chinese. So
Yeah, right.
yeah, but
Yeah.
then I have like people that come from like the Canton region, and that's a different ball game. I'm like, sorry, like we can't be friends because I don't understand anything.
Don't get it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I was happy when I was in Dalian. They have a fairly like standard dialects. Like they kind of speak the Putonghua. Obviously, they have, you know, they have their own sort of words for things, but generally their Chinese is pretty standard. So it was quite a good place to learn the language for sure. Yeah. So anyway, mate, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna come up with some more, or do you think we've done like way over an hour here?
I know, but it's so much fun, isn't it?
It is, it is, it is. And I think maybe you know, maybe we could like do a little bit of a Q&A, like if anybody has any questions for us.
Sure, I like that.
Yeah. So
But
like
let's make some rules first, because otherwise we're just gonna go like, you know, into the distance, and yeah, I don't think that's gonna help our case. So I think we should limit ourselves to 3 questions each.
okay. Okay. So yeah, it has to be a question though. It can't be a statement. Like, you know, you have to ask a question. So
which means you need to put a question mark in the end. Okay, so you can make a statement but put a question mark in the end.
Yeah, if Blackjack could rephrase that one, then I'll answer it.
Yeah.
Okay, Dr. Death, do you want to put that one up? That's a question.
Absolutely. So that's going to be your first question then.
Okay, the new social credit system. Is the peer pressure going to be worth the promoting of good habits or bad? Oh, geez. Gee, golly, gosh. I think maybe it will be worth promoting some good habits from the peer pressure that comes with it. But at the same time, no, not at all. But like, for example, when I was living in Dalian, they introduced this this thing. It was like when people crossed the roads and they weren't crossing the roads. They were crossing the roads on the red light. There was this like system that blasted out this massive speaker like, hey, what are you doing? You're not crossing the road right. You need to wait for the freaking green light, you idiot. And that, you know, that kind of pressure from knowing that would happen, and then other people would be mad at you because you kind of held them up. That kind of worked. And whenever people got to that crossing, they always crossed that road the correct way. They always waited for that green light to go. So to some extent, yeah, you know, but again, it just depends on like what the rules are. You know, it's a difficult one to answer, really. What do you think about that, mate?
Oh, I don't want to answer that one. I don't want to use one of my questions for that.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right. There is a question for you, though.
Okay.
Do you want to answer Robert's question?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Robert. Yeah. what am I looking forward to the most about Taiwan? Right now, the thing I'm looking forward to is getting the hell out of this hotel room. That's the thing I'm looking forward to the most. But in the long term, I'm just looking forward to learning about the Taiwanese culture and also improving my Chinese and learning more of the traditional characters. Because right now I feel like a fish out of water. A lot of my Chinese is, I've learned a lot of the simplified characters, and I've just been like messaging some Taiwanese people who I've recently come across online, let's say online, Tinder, and they're typing like in the traditional characters, and it all looks so weird to me. So I'm really looking forward to like learning some of the more traditional stuff. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
All right. Let's have a look. Matthew.
What are the rules for mainland Chinese to stay permanently in Taiwan? That's a question for Simon, isn't it? Like if Simon,
yeah, I think that would be a question for Simon. Yeah, I think so.
Like honestly, like I really don't know, because I'm obviously not Chinese, so I don't have a clue. Your best bet, Matthew, would be to check out the Taiwanese embassy. Well, they don't have embassies; they have representatives' offices in all different countries. They're not allowed an embassy because apparently they're not a country, right? So the best bet is to go onto your local Taiwanese representative's office and look it up, and I'm pretty sure all of the information will be there. Yeah,
absolutely. All right, let's hear those questions, guys. Lewis had 2 questions so far. I had 0. I feel left out.
Three. I'm popular.
Yeah, you're popular, yeah. Well, who was it? Somebody said earlier. Oh, yeah, there you go. Robert said he wants a 3-hour live stream, and he wants 5 questions each. Jesus.
Well, Robert, start asking the questions then, buddy.
All right, there you go. There's a question for me then. So Han said, did you choose Jilin because you like skiing before you arrived there? No, it's a funny story. I'm probably going to make a video about this at some point, I think. But I got sent to Jilin, and I was basically forced to come here. I was supposed to work in Beijing with a company that turned out to be a Mickey Mouse company, and they actually got me here on the wrong visa. And they were like, after 1 month, they said like, okay, you're going to go to Jilin. I'm like, where is that? And they're like, up north. I'm like, how far up north? Oh, it's next to North Korea. I'm like, what?
Screw that, right? When you hear that, when you hear the NK words, it's like, I don't want to be near there. But when I was in Dalian, like we were right across the sea from North Korea, you know, like in that little peninsula. So yeah. So you ended up there on a Mickey Mouse visa.
Yeah. Then I went to a real school with real visa and everything. So I'm all legit, but it's a lucky, like, unfortunate situation that basically happened. So I came out on the lucky side, basically.
Yeah.
About North Korea, like some of the China YouTubers been to North Korea, specifically Jayo Nation. He's been to North Korea to run the marathon. Some of you know that I do run marathons, and I'm a very sporty person. I'm the sporty, posh, spice geezer. So I'm actually planning to go to North Korea to run the marathon there as well, because that would be a bucket list thing, I think, and I would really like to put that on my bucket list, I think. You know.
Yeah, and it would be super cool to like make a video of that as well. Like
yeah. Like obviously within their own rules, you know. They have their own set of rules, and you know, I'm very much willing to respect those rules. So you know, if they tell me you can't film this, I won't film it. I won't be like, but I really want to, you know, it's for my subscribers. I won't be like that. So If they say no, no is a no. That's as simple as it is. You know. You really need to respect what they tell you, what you can and what you
well,
can't
it's
do.
dangerous. It's a dangerous place, man. You've got to be careful there. Like, absolutely.
Could be, yeah. Like if you are going against their guidance and their rules, then yeah.
Of course. But it's the same everywhere you go, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that everywhere's like bloody North Korea. I'm just saying, like, whenever you go to another country, especially if you're a tourist, then your best bet is to respect the rules, respect the laws there, even if you don't agree with it. You know, like, you're just there as a visitor, just like respect it. And you know, it starts to get a little bit different when you have to live there, and you know, you start to feel like you're more of a citizen of that country when you're living in a place, and so you do feel like you can talk about the rules a little bit more and maybe challenge them a little bit more. Okay, Matthew. Oh, is that a question for me?
Well, yeah. I'll answer it for you because I do have Matthew on my WeChat.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah. So basically, it's a question from me to you. Is it okay if I share your WeChat card to Matthew? Like, he's also a British guy, and he's been a long time subscriber.
I remember Matthew from the early days when I made some videos. He was like a subscriber on my old channel as well. So yeah, that's fine. You can send him my WeChat as long as he doesn't go around sharing it with other people. Then that's perfectly fine. You know. Yeah.
There you go.
So so Matthew, Zach will set you up later on. Okay, and if he doesn't, I'll send him a message to remind him. But I'm sure he will anyway.
Yeah, no, probably won't. I don't remember anything.
That's fine, mate. I'll remind you.
All right, Dr. Death. If you could change one law in China, what would it be?
Zach, that's for you. You live in China right now. Also, quickly, there was a question saying that it seems like I'm not in China. I'm not in China. I'm in Taiwan. Okay, and do you mind if I just quickly nip to make myself another coffee? I'll be like a few minutes.
Sure, I will answer the law question then. I will think about it.
Can you hold the fort for me? Cheers. All right, back in a sec, mate.
Guys, everybody stand super still because Lewis is making a coffee. So we can't talk, we can't do anything. But yeah, this law thing, like one law in China that I could change. There are actually quite a few things that I would like to not like 100% change, but like modify a little bit. So I don't know. Like, I don't want to sound like rude or someone that wants to change, you know, a country that you're a guest in. But there are, I think, 2 or 3 things that I would probably modify a little bit. One is going to be about the visa, like a visa thing for people staying in China long term, to make it a little bit easier and more convenient with work and like social services. Another one would be probably buying like property and assets like houses, cars, different kinds of things, and investing. So give more freedom to foreign people when it comes to, like, you know, buying assets. That would be number 2, I think. Number 3, Robert said freedom of speech and to criticize politics. I don't know. You know, I'm not very interested in politics. I talk about it with certain people, but I'm not that interested. So I won't be like interested to change that personally. Anyway, one of my buddies who lives in Yanji moved away from Jilin, you know, left us here. One of my bad habits, belching in public. Nobody cares here, so I just end up doing it. Really bad, I know, but meh, no one cares. Yeah, there are some, like, that's the thing, like, about bad habits in China. Like, you can definitely do these bad habits, and nobody really cares about it because Like, you have no privacy in China. Like, everybody sees what you're doing, but nobody really cares what you're doing unless it's like something really bad. Like, if they see a foreigner fighting on the street, they will definitely care about that, and they will go nuts for it. But they see, I don't know, you are spitting on the street or pissing next to a church or something like that, they're like, meh, whatever. Like, my kid does the same thing, so they don't really care about that, I think. So that's a little bit different. You're welcome, buddy. That's my Canadian, my South Park Canadian. An alien just took Lewis. Call the police. Yeah, he does make, well, it does take a long time to make his coffee. Before we started the live stream, he was gone for, I don't know, like 5 minutes just to make a coffee. I mean, it only takes, about a minute to boil the kettle, put the kettle on, put the ground coffee in, put the sugar in, and it's done.
I'll be back in a
Oh,
second.
there you go.
The kettle sucks, man. It's not one of those great kettles, but it's just boiled now, like 2 seconds.
Sure. So there you go. He can still hear us, so we can't say anything bad about Lewis. Wow. Anyway, let me advertise ourselves a little bit. If you're watching this on Lewis's channel, come over to my channel, subscribe. If I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a big giveaway on my channel. I'm going to give away a snowboard, mitts, t-shirts, stickers, loads of stuff. Once I reach 1,000 subscribers on my channel, you're going to get a lot of snowboarding goodies. I promise that. I already promised this on another live stream, but if I get to 1,000 subscribers, you're going to get loads of stuff. I can promise that, So
what are you going to give away, Zach, or is it a surprise?
Main prize is going to be a snowboard. Prize number 1, the main prize is going to be a snowboard. I'm giving away a snowboard.
Nice.
Once I reach 1,000 subscribers.
That's pretty cool.
Then I'm gonna give away some mitts, so like gloves, a couple of like snowboarding t-shirts, stickers as well that you can slap onto your snowboard or your car or your girlfriend's butt. So yeah, I'm gonna do those things.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a question from Dr. Death there.
In your opinion, which Chinese cities have the hottest girls? I have heard Chengdu. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna be a little bit biased because my wife is a Dongbei girl from the northeast. But some of the girls that I've seen last weekend when we had this like Tomorrowland style event, I have seen some girls from the south that looked pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
But I have to say, I think Northeast girls are, if you take like 100 Northeast girls and 100 like Southern girls, Northeast wins.
Any reason why? Like, what's what's the difference? Because obviously, like, hot girls is really a subjective thing. We like different folks, different strokes. We all have our idea of what.
So the main difference is the height. I feel like that Southern girls are a little bit shorter on average than Northern and Northeast girls. They are just taller in general. Like Northeast girls, they are taller, I think. So like I am 183 centimeters, so I'm kind of tall in China. So I have nothing against short girls or anything like that. So if Snarky Guy is watching this, I have nothing against your wife. But I just prefer girls that are closer to my height. That's just my preference.
Yeah. So, that's cool. I would say if you want like a good average of different girls.
Oh, sorry. I need to stop you right there. My wife just sent me a message, and she says, "I am listening. You better behave."
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, man, you got to be careful, mate.
Right.
Zach's wife, don't worry, he still loves you very much. He's just talking in general. He's generalizing.
Oh, I told her like last weekend as well. I only Luca. I don't touch a toucher. I just Luca.
Nearly made me
So
spit out my freaking coffee, dude.
I know.
So like I would say like you know, if you want like a good average across the board of hot girls in China, I would say you need to go to one of the bigger cities, like Shanghai or Shenzhen, perhaps, or maybe I don't know, even Beijing, because you get all different girls from all over the country going to these big cities to work, and they're quite often the single, like young professional girls who aren't married or in a relationship because they're focusing solely on their career. So if you go to the bigger cities, you're going to find a better average of hot girls than if you go to like a particular region like Sichuan or you know, or in Dongbei, for example, one of the cities in that area. Because yeah, you just in those cities you're just going to come across the locals rather than like women from all over the country. And like in the bigger cities, you get all of the hot foreign girls as well. So you really hit the jackpot if you go to the big cities, in my opinion.
Okay, so let me stop you there with the hot foreign girls.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think.
Really?
Yeah, man. Like, I don't know. I don't think you get the hot foreign girls in China. I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe teaching English or anything like that, it's not like, you know, too charming for them.
Yeah, true. But in the bigger cities, like, you know, you've got other women coming to China for business purposes, and it's not all like ESL teachers. So you do come across the odd hottie here and there. I am speaking from experience, but yeah. I don't know, but yeah, you're right. I mean, you know, if you want like hot Western girls, you're not gonna go to like China, are you? But
Yeah.
like, you know, it's just an added bonus, is what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
There was a question as well, like, why am I wearing a T-shirt with Kim Jong Un on it? Like, yeah, it's a piss take T-shirt. It's like the KFC logo, but it's like Kim Jong Un delivery, and it's got like the little rocket there. Yeah, just a stupid T-shirt that I picked up when I was in Thailand one time.
Fair enough. All right. Moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yes, mate.
Hot kiss from hot Chilean guy. Wow. I feel so special. Mega special. But yeah, it's good to know that, you know, we have a nice like tight community, and like, you know, we can joke around a little bit. So, you know, I really appreciate you guys, you know, joining us for this live stream. So
it's just I don't understand like when people take the videos that we make like way too seriously. Like, it's just a YouTube video. It's mainly for fun, you know? Like, some people just can't take any criticism, or they just can't take a joke. Like, you know? It's just
that's
not serious. Yeah. Cool, mate. So, yeah, I think we've, like, run into, like, the 1 hour, 35-minute segment of this live stream.
Right.
If any of the guys don't have any more questions, then maybe it's time to sort of like say goodbye and shit. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you know, it was a fun live stream. I enjoyed it. Like I said, we should probably do this again sometime soon. Maybe after you settled into your actual apartment, your actual place, you know, you got yourself set up.
Yeah.
So probably a couple of weeks time. I mean, next week is Christmas. I don't know if you have any plans to celebrate it.
Yeah, no plans, mate. No plans. Like, it's going to be weird, like, you know, just like moving into a new place on Christmas, the sort of time that you're supposed to spend with your family back home. So, yeah. What are your plans, actually, mate?
So I already, like I said, I already started buying things like 3 weeks ago. So proper Christmas, like cooking a lot of things. That's gonna be it. We're gonna do Christmas on the 24th. Then 25th we might do something. Then it's the weekend, so we're gonna like do part 2 of Christmas over the weekend, I think. Yeah,
That's cool.
that's what we're gonna do. Like, gifts and everything, food, spending time together, snowboarding over the weekend. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool, mate.
So yeah, Christmas special, and I might do a Christmas special live stream if I get to.
You have the time,
I don't
mate.
know, 960 subscribers by Sunday.
How many are you on?
947.
947. Yeah.
Oh, Han did say that he's gonna buy me 500 subscribers on Taobao. Please don't do it, dude. Don't ruin my channel.
Yeah.
Please don't ruin my channel.
In the short term, that's a short-term gain, but it's not a long-term investment doing that. It only damages your channel.
Yeah. Simon John, so what is a sense of humor over that side of the world? Weird. It's super weird. Like, you have a weird sense of humor, Simon, but I love you. But this side of the world, they have a weirder sense of humor.
You mean like in China? Like, what's the sense of humor like?
Yeah.
Very slapstick. Yeah, it's like like they love. I mean, I'm not speaking for every Chinese person. This is obviously a generalization, but they seem to love like things like Mr. Bean, that kind of like thing where there's a lot of pratfalls. Like someone falling over is hilarious, but like a sarcastic kind of witty joke is not funny at all. It's that kind of humor. That's what I got from living in China.
And like the other thing is the play on words sometimes, like 250, like 250.
Oh,
Arbai Wu. I mean, like those kind of like words with like double meanings, or like 520 as well, for example.
They use a lot of numbers. You know what I mean? Like in just everyday chat, like when you're chatting to somebody, there'll be a lot of numbers being thrown around. When I first moved there, I was like, what is this? Why is somebody writing 88 when they say goodbye to me? It's like, what? But
yeah. Or when some people see my snowboarding videos, they go like, it's so liu liu liu. So 666, man. It's so fucking cool, yeah?
Hail Satan.
Yeah. No, Simon, I'm not sure if you would fit in, but I managed to fit in. I think I'm an okay part of the society now, and my sense of humor is pretty dark and pretty fucked up sometimes, but with a bit of a filter, I think everybody can fit in. I think.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. China is not for everybody, but like as humans, we are very adaptable and we can fit in most scenarios, in most situations. I never thought that I would be able to do 14 days in one room like this because I'm in quarantine at the moment. But it's day 14 now and I can leave pretty soon, actually. It's almost time for me to leave, mate. So yeah, we're pretty adaptable as a species. So,
Yeah. All right. So Alex says, "Let Lewis escape. He overstayed." Did you want to escape, Lewis, or do you want to stay for another 14 days?
What is the time? Hold on. It is 21. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I will have to leave and go for a walk. I think.
Wow. How is that going to feel? You can do what some of the shills do, like, wow, Taiwan has trees. Wow, Taiwan has cars.
You know what? Like, that's the thing. Like, being locked up for 14 days, I probably will be like that.
Go to a night market.
Yeah.
Robert said, go to a night market. Yeah, get some legit street food, man. Fuck up your stomach on day one of your release.
Yeah, exactly. Just like fucking get diarrhea or something.
Yeah, just to feel alive again.
Yeah, man. Like seriously, this 14 days has been, it's been okay. It hasn't been too bad, but would I want to repeat it? No,
Yeah,
definitely not. So yeah. So anyway, mate, like, shall we sign off?
absolutely. Let me just answer this last one. Then
Yeah.
we're definitely signing off. So last question for sure. I think you. I think. No, I think because Mr. Bean is a little old school for Brits, but do you think they will catch up? Probably. I mean, the internet is somewhat closed, so it's a bit more difficult to access like outside information, like for everything, not just for like, comedy and things like that, for literally everything. But if it opens up in the future, I think they will definitely catch up to another standard. I don't know who's going to catch up to who. Maybe China's going to catch up to the rest of the world, or the rest of the world is going to catch up to China. Who knows? That's
Yeah, that's it, mate. Like, like when I think they. Do you feel like the internet has gotten more open since you've been living there, or do you think that it's kind of like getting a little bit worse?
like the internet in China, like the local internet, the one that I use in China, like WeChat and everything, it's a bit more strict, I think.
Yeah.
But if you want to go outside of China, like use a VPN, it's a bit more loose. It's a bit more relaxed, I think.
VPNs have become more commonplace, haven't they? Like,
yeah.
And like, the VPNs have definitely, like, when I first went to China in 2007, you could actually, you could still use Facebook at that time. Facebook wasn't blocked. YouTube wasn't blocked. A lot of sites weren't blocked. And then like, come like 2009, pretty much everything was from a Western country was blocked. It was really, really, really annoying, and there were no good VPNs at all. Like you had to basically just put up with it. Like you had no choice. But like now, like there's so many VPNs available. If you've got $100 to spare, you can live in China fairly comfortably and have decent internet access. So it's not too bad.
Absolutely. All right. We gonna finish this video here because it's been an hour and 45 and we were planning to do 1 hour. I think this is also a bad habit that I picked up. I don't know if it's like a bad habit in China or a bad habit on YouTube, but every single time when I plan to do a live stream, I go, I'm gonna do 1 hour. It's gonna be 1 hour, 60 minutes. Then we're gonna cut it. Then I do 2 hours. Because
it's because we want to interact with the people in the comments, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you just want to like answer as much as you can within reason, and like, we don't get any super chats or all of that stuff. So yeah. Oh look, we've got slime. We've got slime in China.
Slime in China. Sorry, no. It's the official name is Crime in China. That was the name that was going around for some time. Crime in China.
Yeah. So what's he saying? So easy to go over. So easy to go over. What is it? What, Corey? What are you talking about, buddy?
To go over the plan, the time.
Oh, the time. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
The most sensitive. But now we are responding to Corey. No, Corey, that's it. You're not getting your time. You're not getting your 5 minutes of fame.
Corey, you should have come earlier. You should have come earlier.
We're finishing this live stream right now.
Apparently, we had G60 in the comments, but I'm going to tell Zach about that in a minute, and I'll tell people in the group as well. Like, but I've got an idea who that was. So yeah.
I'm super excited. I've like. I think I'm more excited about this than my Christmas presents this year.
Yeah, Christmas has come early for Zach.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm so excited. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. One more thing before we actually sign off. First one, like I said, come over to my channel, subscribe. 960 subscribers. That's the goal by the end of the Sunday. Then you will get a Christmas special live stream. And by the end of the year, if we hit 1,000 subscribers, you guys are going to get a big giveaway. Free snowboard, you know, to a random person in the audience, mittens, T-shirts, stickers. You're going to get all of those things, and I'm going to cover the shipping for you. Shipping fee is on me. So if you win a snowboard in America, you can bet your ass I'm going to send it over to you for free. You're going to get a free snowboard. How fucking cool is that?
There we go.
Do it.
So
Subscribe.
I'm not going to say anything really about that. Like, if you want to subscribe to my channel, go ahead. If you want to see some cool videos, you know, if you want to see more future videos in Taiwan, maybe some more videos focusing on propaganda and that kind of thing, then just go ahead and join my channel. If not, it was nice to like speak to some of Zach's guys today. And it was nice to, like, you know, finally do a live stream with Zach. Like I said, I've watched his channel for a while now. So yeah, it's just interesting to do something different for once. So yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, actually, everyone should go over to, wait, which side? This side? This side? This side? No, hold on. This, yeah, this guy's channel. This one here, the YGZ channel. Subscribe. Link is into this. Hold on. Let me do this link thing. So
Cool.
This is Lewis's channel. Subscribe to this one. Oh dear. And this is my channel. Subscribe to this one as well.
Yeah.
Subscribe. Subscribe or I can't go snowboarding and you can't get a free snowboard. And subscribe to Lewis as well. Otherwise, he can't live in Taiwan. He needs to make his daily quota. He needs to get at least 5 subscribers a day. Otherwise, the Taiwanese government will kick him out.
Yeah.
I'm being serious.
They will. They will. That's why you need to come to my channel. Keep me in Taiwan.
Yeah. All right, then, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. And we will see you guys in the next one very soon, hopefully.
Peace.
Bye-bye.